Two more people coming. I was just going to say that Susan and Jeanette and Tony and I, about a year and a half ago, I thought it would be a great idea to invite some of my long-term customers, I won't say old customers, long-term customers that I've worked with over the years. And Cheryl Sutherland from Bridgeway certainly is my long-standing associate for many years. Why don't we, and Linda, you were part of the founding members, weren't you?
Yeah, I guess.
I thought, why not sit down and have a conversation with them about leadership and see where we went. And I remember writing to Tony and saying, we're thinking of doing, you're the single founding father, weren't you? I remember writing to Tony and saying, we want to do this conversation. He wrote back and said, what's the agenda? And I wrote back and I said, there isn't any. And then I thought I'd never see Tony again, but he did show up.
Conversations, what the hell is that? What's the outcome?
Sounds pretty loosey-goosey to me. So we deliberately did it, and it was interesting because it's had a sort of an organic growth as a result of doing that. We all decided after we had done this day and sat down and spoke with each other, it was great. And the things that made it great were the fact that there wasn't structure and that there wasn't an agenda, and it was a chance to just stop from your work and what you were doing and focusing a little bit, first of all, on yourself, and then with each other about something as important as leadership. So we liked it so much we did it again, and Nicola joined us at that point. I'm going to introduce everybody in a minute, but joined us, and something interesting happened. She began to say, well, I'm relatively new to this business of leadership and being a CEO, and what do you do if a board does this? Or I got a situation that started to ask questions in relationship to some of her leadership concerns, and Nicola, I have to thank you for that, because the penny dropped, and it was like, what if we brought some people who were new at this leadership game and had them sit down with people who were experienced in leadership? So that's what we're doing today. That's how we got to where we are today. So welcome to everybody. There is no agenda, but there is some material in front of you that I would in a minute draw to your attention. But first of all, I thought it'd be helpful if we went around the room, say who you are, where you're from, and talk a little bit about what your leadership experiences are, either hope for or real ones. Tony, why don't we start with you?
I'm Tony Denise, and I'm from Toronto. I'm the Executive Director of Child Development Institute in Toronto. And we're a children's service organization working in the early years, children's mental health, family violence, and research and program development areas. I've been doing this position for a long time now, it seems. And I think I've been in leadership positions, actually in child welfare for many years before that, and with the Ontario government, although they don't know what leadership is. And I've also served on boards in a variety of roles too, which is a whole other lens on things too. Yeah, I'm always thinking about this, about what it is, and not just within my own organization and others, but, and I have shifting views on it too. It's never a static kind of thing. So I'll just leave it at that for now.
And always more to learn.
Oh yeah.
Tony gave us a great image the first meeting we had about, he went dog sledding, and the role of the lead dog was very high. There's some spots down there, Pat.